everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gerard. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to take you behind the scenes to see exactly what I do when I get prepped and when I do pest jobs like today. You will be able to see things that you've never seen before, and I'm going to discuss things that I need to think about when I do these videos. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. Dead, very dead, 40 yards. Down she goes, 124 yards. Twenty-five yards. Smoked him, 100 yards on the mark. So the very first thing that I do is phone the farmer and ask permission if I can come out to the farm and hunt for the day. And if you want to know how to look into that, go check out your hunting gazette in your own country and see what you need to do. Another thing that plays a big role as well is to check the weather pre-hand before you go out for that day. If you are looking at a very windy day, I will take out a high power gun that shoots slugs. When the wind dies down and there's no wind, I can take out a normal pellet rifle that shoots pellets.
That was a little sparrow at 53 yards.
Down he goes, 148 yards. Smoked him, 63 yards down. What a magnificent shot, 95 yards, smoked him. Now that I arrived at the farm, the very first thing that I do is to check the zero on my guns. Now usually I put my targets out at 25 yards and that is where I zero it, and then I verify my scope tape at longer distances. Usually it's a spinner out at 100 yards, and when I shoot it and I can hit it 5 times out of 5, then only I start my hunt.
Oh, starling down, 58 yards.
And down she goes, 146 yards. No chance, 50 yards on the mark. What a perfect shot, 100 yards on the mark. After I zeroed my gun, the very next thing that I do is to look at the farmyard and see where the most pest bird activity is. The idea here is to position yourself to get the maximum amount of shots off to take down the most pest birds. The next thing that I'm looking for is a place with a safe backdrop. This is very key, and you have to remember this, especially when you're shooting slugs that fly a long way.
Oh, starling down, 50 yards.
Smoked him, 149 yards. Dead on the spot, 40 yards. Smoked him, 55 yards down. Two things that I always do before I pull the trigger. Number one, I take the range from myself to the target, and number two, I check the wind condition. If you want to buy something that will help you out a lot, buy a rangefinder, buy a wind meter. You will thank me later. Smoked him.
$50 yards down. Oh, straight on, 59 yards.
During the course of the day, I have to focus on several cameras to film these episodes that you are watching. My goal is always to catch as many shots on camera for you to enjoy, but there is a time in the day where I have to turn off the cameras and only concentrate on the job at hand. Nice and close.
Oh, 78 yards.
Smoked him, 60 yards. Now as the day progresses and depending on the weather, I will go down and pick up all the birds that I want to eat. In my case, it's mostly the pigeons and the geese and the ducks. There's a lot of predator birds out here in the farm, and they sometimes beat me to the punch, and they do take my pigeons and they eat it. In my case, I don't care, because it's all for a good cause, and at least they got a meal as well. Well, that's it for this week's episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Now you know how I do my pest control jobs and my hunts. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked today's video, please remember to smash that like button for me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, remember to subscribe. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time. Cheers!